and we're going to start with a quick review of some facts. So let's see how fast you can do these. Let's see if you can beat me. Are you ready? 7, 6, 6, 0, 4, 6, 5, 48, 5, 18, 11, 9, and 12, and 60. Hopefully you did really well and you were faster than I was. We'll see. Now we're going to do some addition. Okay, you ready? 9, 9, 15, 24, 33. 3, 11, 11, 19, 28, 33. Carry the 3. 3, 12, 13, 20, 29, 36. Hopefully you were able to beat me. 3, 8, 11, 15, 24, 26. Now I'm going to go really fast, okay? Ready for this one? 2, 2, 10, 2, 10, 19, 21, 30. And last one, 3, 3, 8, 15, 23, 25, 33. All right, and we'll put our commas. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Let's read this number. It is 3,306,633. Okay, now I just realized you might not have been able to see that. Now we're going to go up, okay? 9, 18, 24, 24, 33. 3, 8, 17, 25, 25, 33. 3, we're carrying 3, 10, 19, 26, 27, 36. Carry the 3, 3, 5, 14, 18, 21, 26. Man, I'm short. 2, 11, 13, 22, 30, 30. And the last one, we're going to go super fast. 3, 11, 13, 21, 28, 33. All right, hopefully you were able to go fast. Maybe not that fast. That was really fast. Right now, you are going to be taking your graded speed drill. So you can either take this now or after this video, but if you're taking it now, pause it and take your graded speed drill, and don't forget to post it and upload it for me, okay? All right, if you pause it, hopefully you did well on your speed drill, and now we're gonna do a quick review of our prefixes. This is 10. This one's tricky. It's centimeter to millimeter. C to M is just 10. 1,000. It takes 1,000 millimeters to equal 1 meter. 100. 100. Wait, but these are not the same. What it's saying is it takes 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter, but 1 meter is equal to, 1 hectometer is equal to 100 meters. 1,000, this is kilo. All right. Deca's 10. Centi, 1/100th or 0.01. Remember we said like a cent, there's 100 that make $1. For a centipede, there's it has 100 legs. Deci, 1/10 or 0.1. Milli, 1/1000th or 0.001. hecto, hundred, kilo, 1,000. All right, what is this temperature? Boiling point of water, Fahrenheit. Freezing point of water, Fahrenheit. Boiling point of water, Celsius. Freezing point of water, Celsius. Normal body temperature, Celsius. And normal body temperature, Fahrenheit. Okay, let's go over our place value for our decimals. We have, remember we have tenths, hundredths, so this would be 1/10 equals 0.1, 1/100th equals 0.01, 7/10 is 0.7, 7/100 is 0.07. And then if you have a mixed decimal, you have a whole number and a decimal. So remember at our decimal point, if we go to the left, we're counting ones, tens, hundreds, then comma, 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s, comma. When we go to the right, we're going tenths, hundredths, thousandths. And so when we go to the left, we're getting bigger. As we go to the right, we're getting smaller. With these, we have tenths, THS, hundredths with THS, and thousandths with THS. That's just a quick review of your decimals. Now, we're going to review our equations. Now, you learned a little bit about these yesterday, so I think you'll hopefully do well with these. If I had 2 dimes and 1 nickel, what coin is equal to that amount? If I had 2 dimes and 1 nickel. 2 dimes is 20 and a nickel is 5, so that would equal 25 cents, and hopefully you said 1/4. So we could say that 2D for dimes plus 1N for nickel equals to 1Q for quarter. This is called an equation. Now with an equation, we have an equal sign right here. Equal means the same as. We have like a balance where we want to keep everything balanced. So if I added 1 dime to this side, what would I have to do to this side to make it equal? 1 dime. Yeah, you're right. If I subtracted 1 dime, I would have to subtract a dime over here. You all know this because you know how important it is for things to be equal or fair at your house, especially if you have a brother or a sister, right? If they get a piece of pie, you want a piece of pie. If they get to stay up late, you want to stay up late. It's not fair or equal if one side gets to do something and another one doesn't. So we need to make sure that both sides are the same or both sides are equal so it stays fair. Now life is not fair, but we try to keep things equal, especially in our equations. I think of a seesaw as well. When you have a seesaw, you know, you have the triangle balance that's in the middle, then you have the thing on both sides, right? If you want to just be level and just sit there, you have to have equal weights on both sides, right? If someone's heavier, then it will go one way or the other way based on the thing. And with our equations, we need to make sure that we're being fair to both sides. Okay, so let's look at this first to do a quick review of how to do our equations. We have x minus 9 equals 72 divided by 12. What we're trying to do is we are trying to solve the mystery. Sorry, I dropped my marker. We're trying to solve the mystery of x, okay? There's a number that's sneaked in here, and we are trying to capture our number. So what we have to do is figure out what our number, the mystery of our number is. The first thing we do as detectives is we always solve for what we know, okay? Always solve for what you know. And the thing that we know is we know what 72 divided by 12 equals. So we will write x minus 9, because we do not know what x minus 9 equals, what is 72 divided by 12? 6. Okay, so now we have x minus 9 equals 6. Now, the way to beat the x and figure out our x is we have to get it alone, okay? We have to set a little trap for it. We are trying to capture our x, so we're going to have to leave a little trap for the x. Now, how we get the trap for the x, and the same thing like we said with the equals, keep it balanced on both sides, we have to get rid of this 9, okay? Our 9 is going to help us find the x, but we have to get rid of it. Now, to get rid of it, if you have a minus 9, to get rid of it, you're going to have to do the opposite sign. The opposite of subtracting 9 is to add 9. So we're going to write x minus 9, that's what that is. Then we do the opposite, which is plus 9 equals to 6. Now what did we just do to this? We added 9. So we're going to add 9 over here. Does that make sense? You gave 9 to this side, so that means you have to give 9 to this side to make it fair and equal. Now, if we have a minus 9 and a plus 9, that equals to 0, right? Because 9 minus 9 is 0. So we're just left with x on this side. X equals, I like to line up my equal signs so it's nice and balanced. X equals, or what's 6 plus 9? X equals 15. Now this is our answer right here. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, you captured x. We have figured out the mystery of x. Now we're going to plug it back in to see if we got it right. So now instead of saying this, we're going to write, instead of x minus 9 equals 72 divided by 12, we're repeating it, but now we're putting the answer in. So x equals 15. So we're going to put 15 minus 9, 15 minus 9 equals 72 divided by 12. So it looks like this. You see how we did the exact same thing, we just plugged in x. Now, we solve both sides. 15 minus 9, 6. 72 divided by 12, 6. 6 equals 6. Woohoo! We got it right, and that's how you do it. So you're going to work on section 1. Take out your page 259. We're going to work on section 1. I am going to do these with you, and you can do them at your seat. If you can be faster than me, then that's awesome. Now, I know you guys are super smart, and you know how to do these. Some of you can do them just like looking at them, but it's really important to follow the steps because we're almost teaching you the beginnings of algebra, which is a harder concept, but and it's important for you to learn how to do the steps of it more than it is to be able to do it in your head, because the key is learning the steps. And so that's the importance of this. Now let's look at 1A, okay? 1A, we have, let's see if you can see, B plus 8 equals 4 times 6. B plus 8 equals 4 times 6. Remember, we are detectives. So the first thing we have to do to solve the mystery of B is we have to solve for what we know. And what we know is what 4 times 6 equals. B plus 8, we don't know that, equals, we do know 4 times 6. B plus 8 equals 24. So copy that down. Then you're going to write, we have to get B alone. We have to trap the B, and the way we trap the B is we have to get it alone. So we have to get rid of the 8. So we have plus 8. What's the opposite of plus 8 to get it to 0? We have to minus 8. Right, so we're going to write B plus 8 minus 8 equals 24 minus 8. All you had to do on both is just subtract 8. Now you don't have to do that, but it'll just show you that's all we did to both sides. We subtracted 8. Now B plus 8 minus 8 is 0, so we just have B equals, what's 24 minance 8? And hopefully hopefully you said 16. Now circle this, because that's your answer. Now we check. And so how we check is we plug it back in to see if we got it right. So you solved the mystery, so you're now a detective. 16, instead of putting B, 16 plus 8 equals 4 times 6. That's all we plug in, and then we solve both sides. 16 plus 8 equals 24, equals, and then 4 times 6 is 24. And we got it correct. Our next one, y plus 3 equals 14 plus 4. First thing we do as super sleuths, we solve. We're looking for y. We're on a hunt for y. The first thing we do is we solve what we know. We don't know y plus 3, but we do know y plus 3 equals 18, because 14 plus 4 equals 18. Now we got to get rid of the 3, so we have a plus 3, so the opposite is minus 3. So we do y plus 3 minus 3 equals 18 minus 3. Right, we minus 3 minus 3. Okay, now we're left with just y over here, because if you have 3 minus 3, you have 0. So you have y equals 18 minus 3 is 15. Woohoo! We solved it again. So now let's plug it in to see if we're right. Instead of saying y plus 3, now we solved it. So we know that y is 15. So now we say 15 plus 3 equals 14 plus 4. And solve it. 18 equals 18. Yes! Yes, yes. Now we have one more. G minus 6 equals 18 divided by 2. First, we're going faster with this one because we know. Solve for what you know, okay? So G minus 6 equals, we know 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now, we have to isolate the G, get the letter alone. So what we have to do is we do the opposite sign. The opposite of minus 6 is plus 6. G minus 6 plus 6 equals 9 plus 6. The last one we said plus 6, plus 6. We added 6 over here, we added 6 over here to make it fair. Now we're just left with G equals 15. Let's plug it in. Woo! Yes, we're not done, but we have to check our work because that shows that we got the right answer. So now we plug it back in. 15 minus 6 equals 18 divided by 2. And 9 equals 9. And we put a big check mark to say we got it right. Okay, now we did just go over our metric units before. Kilo, 1,000, hecto, 100, deca. Remember, kilo, hecto, deca. Those are all our numbers bigger than 1. And then we have our ones that end with E, milli, centi, deci. And these are our 1/10, 1/100th, 1/1000th, and those are all smaller than 1. Now let's look at some of these and let's see if you can tell me what they stand for. All right, this is a deciliter, DL, deciliter, hectometer, millimeter, decagram. Now this is harder than D. If it just has D, it's the little one, deciliter. If it has a DA, it's deca. Decagram, centiliter, meter, decimeter, kilogram, decaliter, and this is a gram. All right, now, do you remember the phrase we did a long time ago? It was King Henry doesn't like drinking chocolate milk. Kilo, hecto, deca, and then this is a regular unit, deca, centi, milli. Or you could even, when we have this as just M, for if we were doing meters, that's why we're saying he doesn't mind it. Well, This is in order from the largest to the smallest. And we're going to look at these and we're going to arrange these groups in order from the least to the greatest. Okay, so 2, you have 20 centimeters, 2 meters, 20 millimeters, 2 inches. You're going from the smallest to the largest. Okay, so the smallest is going to be, hopefully you said 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters, that's the tiniest. Then, so 20 millimeters, that's about, let's see, that's very small. It's about 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters, so it's pretty small. Then the next biggest is going to be 2 inches. 2 inches. Then 20 centimeters. And the biggest one is 2 inches. I know that might be a little bit confusing, but that's the way that one is. A meter is 39 inches, so that's how, so a 2 meters would actually be 78 inches. All right, let's go to the next one, B. You have 1 decimeter, 10 inches, 50 centimeters, or 50 millimeters. We're going from smallest to largest. Obviously, the smallest is going to be 50 millimeters. Then the next is going to be, is it going to be 1 decimeter or 50 centimeters? Well, 50 centimeters is actually the same as 5 decimeters. So the next smallest is going to be 1 decimeter. Okay, so it's 50 millimeters, 1 decimeter, 10 inches, and then 50 centimeters. The next is you have 1 ounce, 1 milligram, 1 gram, and 1 pound. Well, you should already know that the smallest is milligrams, so the smallest is 1 milligram. Then it is 1 gram, then 1 ounce. Remember we said 1 gram is about the weight of 2 paper clips. So, and then 1 ounce, which is about, I think it's about 28 grams or something like that. And then 1 pound is the biggest. The last one, you have 1 quart, 1 milliliter, 1 liter, and 1 pint. Already you should know 1 milliliter is the smallest. Then 1 pint. That's about the size of 2 cups. That's the size of a water bottle, like a plastic water bottle. Then is 1 quart, and then 1 liter. A liter is a little bit larger than a quart. The next section says measure each distance with your ruler. Hopefully you all have a ruler. But if you don't, I'll just go through these answers. Pause your video and do these. But it is V to W is 3 centimeters. U to W, they ask for millimeters. So what you do, let me see if I can get a ruler. What you do is run away. What you do is you would measure U to W with the centimeter side, and you count for each one. See each one of these little lines? These are all millimeters. So what you're going to do is count from U to W, you're going to count by tens for each one. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then count. And it should be 77 meters. X to Z is 52 millimeters. And W to Y is 5 centimeters. Oh, so sorry. I was measuring mine going, wait, this isn't right. But I realized they shrunk my page. So your page will be right if you take this and count it by tens. My bad. Okay, now the next one you're supposed to match, 0.001, that is millimeter. 0.01, centimeter. 0.1, dm, decimeter. 10 meters is equal to DAM, decameter. 100 meters, HM, hectometer. And 1,000 is a km, kilometer. Now, the next section is match capacity, mass, and length. Capacity is how much it could hold with a liquid could hold. So think, what do you measure with liquids for capacity? You measure with liters. Mass, that is weight, and you would measure grams with that. Length is meter. All right. You can work on the back page by yourself. I think we'll go over 8A of the story problem. But the rest I'm going to give you by yourself. If you have any questions, you know you can just either Marco Polo me, text me, or ask me on Google Classroom. And then take a picture of this, just this side, so that I can check. Tina's little brother had 25 liters of water in his wading pool and splashed 1/5 of the water out. Tina then added 7 liters of water to the pool. How many liters were then in the wading pool? So, it says her brother had 25 liters in the pool. So we had 25 liters to start with. And we splashed 1/5 of the water out. So what's 1/5 of 25? 1/5 of 25 is 5. 5 liters splashed out of the 25. So if you had 25 liters and 5 splashed out, how many do you have left? Right, 20. So you already got your first two answers for that. The first answer is that 5 liters splashed out, because 1/5 of 25 is 5. 20 liters are left. But then the question is, how many liters were then in the wading pool? Okay, so she had 25. 1/5 splashed out, so now there's only 20. Then it says Tina then added 7 liters back to the pool. So how many liters are now in the wading pool? Well, you went from 25 to 20 and then added 7 more. So now you should say that there are 27 liters after the water was added. Were you able to get that? There were 3 parts to that. And B, there are 5 people in Julie's family. They weigh 50 kilograms, 55 kilograms, 65 kilograms, 10 kilograms, and 45 kilograms. What is their average weight in kilograms? You know how to average, so I know you're going to be able to do those. All right, good luck on all of your problems. Hope you have a great rest of your day.